Nangaya. Udragi. Go one to pay to Batichu. The Nisaku Job. We not sure. I will not go talking. No, poor answer. No poor answer on Quay Cuba.
She was taken to Sergo in the Kaslan and Kana West District in the Upper East region here to a suicide for about 5 days without food or water. When it's raining, they will ask me to stand on a broom and hold a knife to swear they were still keeping me in the house, accusing me of being a witch.
A murder trial is currently underway in the Ghanaian port of Tema, where 3 women and 2 men are accused of setting fire to a 72-year-old grandmother who they believe to be a witch. Police claim the suspects tortured a confession of witchcraft out of Mrs. Mahami, doused her with kerosene, then set her alight. She died of her injuries the following day.
When you ask a Ghanaian what witchcraft is, they would tell you that it is usually practiced by women, and then that it's the use of juju or magical powers to do something bad or evil to somebody else.
If you are to know somebody is a witch, we have a specific things we normally see in them. They appear in our dreams. Somebody can appear in your dream by so many kinds of things. They can turn into tree, turn into animal, so many type of animals, and come and attack you personally.
When she bewitched the colleague woman, she kept a pot in the stomach of the colleague woman. Before we realized, the pot came out of the woman.
Ever beaten them, accused them, and finally they themselves confess as a witch. When they accuse you here as a witch, we will not leave you.
So ma bida karamane kanzo te panaba lebi kumane kanzo yungu te panaba yungu o dienza.
It's quite heartbreaking when a place with such harsh conditions is their only refuge. Yeah. You know, it shouldn't be that way. For those who are enlightened and know that you can resort to the police to report cases of abuse and all of that, they will take that up. But at the local, very basic level, how can we go about changing things so that people are treated more humanely? We are just arriving in Kukuo camp, which is very close to Bimbila. We are here to see the chief, who has been very supportive of our work, as well as some of the women in the camp.
Kakulanti so ayelama to zu lele so amami pumpo ma gana ne kulni ngoma sa shi so anda tumda azungo so ama de palanyela majirpa ko majir o jido jiw to amari nyela mu so nzang titi do ba min yi sona nti abi bu ku no bahna nkana ka ta san wato nyu to zu tamban ngoma din yan nan ka bin bamal manga tun kum ta ba ka sa'ati ka ta tamban ngoma ta'i ta tamban shin adin ya so nam tun smawo kan ba kan yan ko bayina nan ne mo ka ta tufa pa abma din lam pa hay mbon ne be yan mugum de so ama.
Treacherous roads to get to them.
So
we're just entering the Ngani witch camp. People who are generally educated and know their rights never get accused of any witchcraft. It's usually those who are poor, illiterate, who don't know what their rights are. It's usually old women, old, poor women who have absolutely nobody, who are usually accused of witchcraft.
Laka kula na kunli yali nana lo chati pa fi brumbo bana timin yila la kala kan ko bu ya ben rubo yitulu la bi nyinda ko mama ni nyambo bag na kun ko bil la ko ful ko bebin tana la ko ful mbo balna na gatun ko kep lo ba po on ko la bi piu la ka ko la bi yo ta pa la ka klubu len dal ka klubu la ke nam maga naka ba fulun ta pang la ka klubu ne nka mi ko mam pak pake kan ngai ne ba nam yo ti bora ka nga ka ta tu ne mpak pake kan ngai
Oh. Even when you are beating her, she will never agree that she has the sick person is under her spiritual care until she's just fed up of the beating, then she confesses.
Is it not possible that because I know you are going to beat me and if I don't say something, you will beat me to death? Don't you think that is the reason why I will at a point have to say that it is true, I bewitched the child, so that you will leave me alone and take me there? Here the project is talking about, initially it was how to eliminate the witch camps, but we realized that that objective has to be changed because the people are not even aware of what to do, whether to even stop the witchcraft accusations. So we geared our attention towards, okay, let's talk about stopping the brutalities. But when you now look at these communities, from all other communities I've visited, you realize that when you talk, they quickly accept that, oh, we will stop. As to whether they will do what they have said, it's a different ball game altogether. It needs a lot of work to even get them to accept that the brutalities are not lawful in the first place.
Ghana was the first country south of the Sahara to be independent. We've made some progress with our development, but there's still a lot more work to be done. A lot more work to be done to help women. We do a lot of training and capacity building, workshops, going to communities to talk to them, sensitization derbers, and also targeted workshops for different members of the community.
We don't call them witches, we said the alleged witches. Women, as human beings, are also supposed to enjoy their entitlements as human beings.
The period even before the menopause, what we call the perimenopausal era, you will go through a lot of tension. You sweat a lot, you complain a lot of very little things, you shout at your children, you had bad dreams. Sometimes you can say something and it will happen. If a relative of yours has been accused, send the person for medical checkup. It's most likely that this person is having a medical condition that makes him or her behave in such manner that people will call her a witch.
Men are the head of the family. So if women are in the family, even if you are older than the man, the man will be ruling you. That is why normally the problems lie on the woman more than the man.
Can we take more?
As a woman living in Ghana, I know that not that many women have risen to positions where they can make a difference in their communities. And I feel that each woman who has attained that position should be able to help and give back to their communities.
I am very Santiago. Malang Mantuna, Nisanke, Maladun Kadabe. But to Munking Mon the Lake Adelabe, Gam Japan the Molakan. Amamuna Karuna. Ah, nye. You can night you, Namanga upon the Kita, like a so, Kalanjikasu Mon. Unubuana, Agbang, Benaco, Unubuana Moon. Nga ba ngin so nake yake lang ba kaya Belang yun mo lang yung luwado buko ko kya karo kamon kala nga dem dan kala ni lo mun lang nga kaya kala tini Nsu pipam nsu nang pina nana ngi to bore ya ma ga ni ko nana ngi to bore bu ko ba to bore ya ma ga ni te Ya bang buat tu bukan na tu mereka. Mukangin nambang buya. Ubu kabing kikelang kawangin tine. Sila ilagbang kaya katapin niya mabang kanyang. Naka nga man tanga kaya ilang mabini nanangamot nga yan. Abe ko unil sibong ka na. Unil sibong ka na. Balang man kaya walang pasi.
Dagbang pakabanan may yana niya. Pakabanan may yana niya. Gundo mami dirmo para. Man kuto kule, man yoksam la pala, man kuto kule da bang kule. Man kuto to kule, min man ye pakabza yana, man kuto kule la. La ba bi gobo kanna, karnyan ya nishi ma. Dala han kan yale ma, am bossani bi nyal ni na hata panya. Yan yarwa, bi lero da ban bor la sufu.
The people who accuse you believe in the system that will prove you innocent or guilty. Somehow they are not able to accept it when the verdict comes back that you're innocent. if they accuse you and they believe that the fetish priest is the one who can prove you innocent or guilty, and they march you to him. Why can't they accept it and say, oh, right, then I was wrong? But then they say, no, I still don't accept that you're innocent. You're the one. You're the one. So we don't want you in the village anymore. Once the accusation goes out, you are damned whether you are innocent or guilty. Because there's so much poverty, illiteracy in northern Ghana, and of course Ghanaians are also very spiritual and believe in God and believe in spirits, evil spirits and so on, you find that people want to find answers to their problems, solutions to their problems any which way they can. At that level, going to the shrines, going to the soothsayers is their only resort.
Bring that dead body from the witch's well. Somebody is sending demonic forces. Make sure you get your copies of this teaching.
Poverty, illiteracy, ignorance have been some of the challenges that have faced us. With education, they would realize that not everything is caused by witchcraft.
You witch!
Not everything negative is caused by witchcraft.
Nhà tiền có từ đầu qua cũng có đằng cái nhà cái trả đồ thì cái hoa chiều tình nàng ấy Udragi cũng có cái bà chị chú bây giờ có bung cái bari cái chị dùng cầm mà cầm anh mà gì là cái quý bà nó phải băng mà cũng mà gì nó phải tạo lại ngôi doãn nó cũng mà để xí chẳng cái nhìn lên chẳng phải nó cũng mà chụp là thế sao vậy là uống qua Cuba cô gì sao cô Cuba bố quan chứ chứ chuyện này đất bồ đồ nhà phòng vậy là chứ cái san nên dạ cái san nên dạ bu cái làng ngắm mà cái nào cũng cả
And here she is, with no family around her. She can't move, she can't get anything for herself. It's really bad. I mean, there's no excuse for it. Culture or no. It's not, there's no excuse for it. It's just,
The Constitution recognizes cultural practices, but those that are negative, those that dehumanize, are no longer acceptable in modern day life.
The traditional leadership is the main target because they are the custodians of the traditions and culture of the people here. When you get these people onto the on board and make them to appreciate the need for us to stop branding people witches and wizards. If they buy the idea, that's all. The whole society will take it.
The law does not back this witchcraft wizard affair. The law does not back it. It has no legal backing. I don't know why you should tell your fellow woman or man that you are a witch.
As an imam in the community, my role is to educate the public, the Muslim community. The view of the Islamic teachings on the witchcraft is the witchcraft is real, but it's something you cannot see physically. So you don't have to act when it happens. You don't have to take the law into your own hands and then do whatever you want.
In doing this work, we've realized that the children in the camps are denied their education, one, because of stigma attached to their grandmothers that they're living with, and then also that their grandmothers cannot care for them because they have no funds to send them to school.
Baca, sudah ada jida kerja. Ia kalau membela kerja bengkuat tu kuri.
Engkau sekolah jangan lupa. Benar ya madam.
Banku betul peka langkumba kan yi malang kumba kan nyan na men ke mangan kin na mang paka me mari apaka mbada ke bu katam falanga tam baba yabo ko takalbe tabiya ti ya biti bimbiya
It's so many stories of women who've been abused, and it's very heartbreaking. This is a situation that we have to bring to the attention of the authorities, the Department of Social Welfare, the Ministry of Women and Children's Affairs, the District Assembly, and any organization that is an institution that has a say in what happens in these camps. Some of the stories were very, very heartbreaking, and we think this is a situation that we have to do something about. We would hope that we can get some funding to be able to establish some schools or daycare centers. We'd also like to see that young women in the camps can get some training so that they can earn a living and be able to support the young children in their families in the camps. Do you know if it's possible? I mean, do you know which day that will be possible to come? I've tried to contact the Ministry of Women and Children's Affairs to tell them about the work we're doing and ask if there's any way that there can be any collaboration. My organization essentially works with women and youth. So being that is the Ministry of Women and Children's Affairs, I just wanted to come and have some discussions with. So the Southern Sector Youth and Women's Empowerment Network. We're working with women and youth. Women and youth. It's been very challenging. The hierarchy of bureaucracy in Ghana is really, really bad. Not in the office at the moment. I feel nothing is being done, or not enough is being done. Government is reneging on this responsibility to these vulnerable people in the society. We acknowledge that it's a very long process. These are traditions and beliefs that people have held for a very long time. And so change will be very gradual. Something has to be done and has to be done fast.
Wanyang kena wi. Utaranya ni kena wi. Unko kena. Tuang kamu dah tahu. Dong kan, enggak ada bet, enggak kusanggup. Dong ya, enggak ada karya sih.
I've learned a lot. It's a very good idea we have now. We cannot beat, we cannot accuse. We are not going to beat. We are not going to kill. If we are to kill, we kill ourselves. We kill innocent people. Nobody is above the law.